Sorry, dear students, something went wrong when I was recording this lecture. Well, back to our exam, I have told you that the idea of enforcement of the uh, foreign decisions, it's based on the idea of reciprocity. So we in Palestine, I mean the Palestinian court, would enforce the decision which is made by the French court only if the French court accepts the same idea, I mean, to apply or to enforce the decisions that are made by the Palestinian courts on their territories. Now, why do we consider that the enforcement of the foreign decisions as matter of private international law? Simply because these decisions are foreign ones and they are applied outside the territory where they were made. So it is accepted to say that enforcing such decisions are one of the private international law subject matters. Okay, so that's why we consider the private international, the enforcing of the foreign decisions as one of the subject matters or the core matters of private international law. Well, the status of foreigners. We also consider that the status of the foreigners, I mean, their legal uh, position on the foreign territory of another state, it is one of the matters of private international law. Now, majority of jurists consider that the status of the foreigners are one or is one of the subject matters of private international law. Now, this is actually not the only fact or the only idea. They consider that the matter of the status of foreigners as preliminary matter, which we must decide on before discussing any other matter like the conflict of laws. Like, let me give you more illustration. It is mentioned here. Let me use the pen to annotate the most important things. I think I have a problem. Okay. I don't have any idea if we start recording. Okay, it's working. This is the e-learning in Gaza. Solve of problems. Okay, so if there is a conflict before a court where a foreigner claims that he enjoys a certain right, for example, if a person who is a French person, he was a party to a conflict which raised before an Egyptian judge in an Egyptian court. He claims during the conflict that he is a French person and he enjoys a right according to his nationality. Now, in this case, the judge shall search firstly whether this person is like honest with his claim, like to search whether this foreigner enjoys the claimed right or not, according to his nationality. So this is why we consider that the status of that person as a foreigner person is a preliminary matter, which we must decide on, or the judge shall decide on before deciding on the matter of the applicable law. That's why we consider that the status of foreigners, it is like the conflict of jurisdictions. It is a preliminary matters. For example, I mean, for the rights that can be claimed for from some persons, we have mentioned that the foreigner persons may enjoy some rights and may not and not enjoy certain rights when they are outside of their territories. Like, for example, some states do not grant foreigners the same rights granted to its citizens. For example, some states forbids owning the real estates by foreigners, like the Palestinians. When the Palestinians in the KSA, or Qatar, for example. These countries, they do not allow the Palestinian to own the real estates or to buy them by their names or for their sake. So the foreigner person cannot enjoy such rights. So this is an example for the status of the foreigner. The status of the foreigner person means to decide whether this person as foreigner enjoys the rights or doesn't enjoy the right in the state which is a foreign state. For him, it is a foreign state. Like when the Palestinian is in the KSA, he is not in his on the territory of his state. He's on the territory of a foreign state. So before he claims this right, we have to define to decide whether he has the right or he doesn't have it. He enjoys it or he doesn't enjoy it. Other states, for example, prevent. It is here without this. So other states prevent the foreigner from practicing certain jobs or careers. Like for example, in Lebanon, some categories of foreigners, like the Palestinians, they cannot like serving as a doctor or even working as lawyer. And there is a very long list of the jobs that the Palestinians refugees cannot like serve or even work in their field, like serving as doctor and lawyer, as mentioned here. Also, foreigners may be prevented from practicing some political rights, like voting or running for election or even holding public offices. So all of these rights are prevented to be enjoyed by the foreign persons. And this is mostly followed in like 99.9% of the states in the international community. Number 5, the nationality. And I think I will not illustrate this subject matter. I would leave nationality and domicile for the next, inshallah, lecture, simply because they are the core subject matters of our course for this semester. I mean, private international law for part 1, which we study this semester, will shed the light on these two important matters only, the domicile and the nationality. So inshallah, in the coming lecture, I will highlight the nationality, also the domicile. I will finish talking about or giving a small overview about them. Then I will be talking about the what happens here, the sources of private international law, the treaties, the legislations, and also the custom and whatsoever. Thank you for being patient. Thank you very much for giving me the attention to to attend such lectures and to watch them. And please, if you do have any inquiries, do not hesitate to reach me on the Moodle. You can send me messages or you can reach me even on the social media, and I will give you answers for your questions as soon as possible. Thank you very much, and I see you inshallah in the coming lectures, and goodbye.